Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Time to turn the desk over to Jack for our first look at sports, Jack. And pretty, tense rivalry between the Pontiacs and the Bobcats, and a couple of nail-biters to start the season off here.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a good game for whatever reason when these two square off, and last night apparently was no exception. The Bonnyville Pontiacs were coming off 2 straight wins from the AJHL Showcase weekend in Spruce Grove, and they were tied for second in the North Division heading into last night's tilt against the Lloydminster Bobcats. But the Pontiacs would be without co-captains Carthy and Borelli due to suspensions, and forward Ty Carey, who has a fractured foot, as they took on their divisional rival. In the first, it was the home team coming to score first on the power play as Krankowski finds Tommy Bars at the side of the net, who tips home his 7th of the season. Later in the frame, though, Bobcats answer back with a power play goal of their own as Kyle Harris deflects this shot from the point in past the keeper. It's all square after 1. Moving to the second now, 2-1 Bobcats. Brandon Domsley, he walks in alone and off the iron, can't get it past Briggs. Shortly after that, the Cats, they would take a 2-goal lead when Grant Baker snipes one past Curtis Honey. 3-1 Bobcats. The Pontiacs tender, he was trying his best to keep his team in it as he stones Matthew Marcineau here from in tight. It's 3-1 after 2 periods. In the third, Max Collins spots Mackenzie McAvoy on a breakaway, but Briggs kicks out a nice toe save here to keep that a 2-goal game. Levi Ansell now with a chance to draw the Pontiacs within 1, but off the iron again. Briggs' best friend on that game. The Bobcats, they would add 1 more late in the game to take it with a final of 4-1.
Give Lloyd credit. They outworked us, they outplayed us, and they outscored us. So you got to give credit where credit is due. That's the way it went, and now we've got to respond and get ready for a huge weekend.
We did a lot of little things well. We supported the puck very well. We've worked on some things that are starting to become much more effective for us, and I was very proud of our guys for that, and that's a good road win.
The Lakeland Rustlers men's basketball team is getting ready for their new season, which is set to tip off on October 21st. On this week, superstar next door Matt Schumont showcases what the Lakeland Rustlers guard Adrien Curtis is going to bring to the table this season.
Adrien Curtis grew up playing a lot of sports, but when it came down to picking just one, he stuck with basketball. Not a bad choice considering the awards he has received.
At high school, I was Edmonton Journal All-Star. I played in Denver for 2 years and made the Chauncey Billups All-Star team, so a little bit of compliments over there.
Adrien brought his talents to Lakeland last season and is happy with what he has seen, especially the fan support.
Oh, it's great out here. You know, it's a really good basketball town. We get lots of fans out to the game, so they make you feel real good in your home gym.
Adrien just a super athlete, and first and foremost, he's a good person and a great student, so he fits exactly what we're looking for here as a model student athlete.
Playing college basketball is one thing, but trying to juggle a school schedule also can be tough. But just like when he hits the court, Adrien has a game plan when it comes to his studies.
It's pretty tough, but you know, you gotta just make sure you get your work done. So after class, I'm usually in the library, make sure I get my studying done. Our team does a study hall, which is mandatory, so 8:30 we're in the library from 8:30 to 10, so that helps out a lot.
Once college wraps up, Adrien is hoping he can take his basketball career to the next level, and Coach Sambu says it's a possibility with the skill and talent he possesses.
I could definitely see him playing at the highest level here we have in Canada, at the university level. I know he's had some interest from Division I schools in the States and stuff, but academically he's got to find a good find and a good fit because he's a good student, and he's got to be looking towards his future academically as well.
One of my dreams is to go pro, so hopefully I get some scouts looking, so get my game tape out there and hopefully someone picks me up.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
Brought to you by your local BRP dealer. Power Merchants of St. Paul, Norsask of North Battleford, and RecTech Power Products of Lloydminster, your local BRP dealers.
And if you would like to nominate someone for Superstar Next Door, email us at superstar@newcap.ca. And that's it for our first look at sports. Stay tuned. Weather is next. Turning our attention to some high school football, it's been a busy one as several games are on right now in the Wheatland Football League. It's getting down to the wire for these teams as the regular season is almost over already. First off, we have what should be a great battle in the Holy Rosary Raiders. They're taking on the Cold Lake Royals. Our cameraman Emmett Murphy, or as I like to call him, Emmett Smith, is at the game, and he tells me that the score is now 17-7 for the Raiders in the third quarter. We'll have the highlights of this game in our late night sportscast. Moving on to our next game here. Last year's champs, the Lloyd Comp Barons, are out in Wainwright battling the Commandos. That should be a good one as well. Both teams looking to pick up a win there.